Hi everyone, my name is Alison Stroud, and I am a project manager at the Inter-University Consortium for Political and Social Research. Thank you for watching the presentation provided by the National Archive of Data on Arts and Culture. I look forward to talking to you about the latest NADAC data highlights in arts and cultural participation in the United States. Now, before going further in this presentation, I would like to quickly explain what NADAC is in case you're not yet familiar. NADAC is a topical archive of data on arts and culture housed at the Inter-University Consortium for Political and Social Research. NADAC is funded by the National Endowment for the Arts, and the Data Archive's mission is to facilitate research on arts and culture by acquiring data, particularly those funded by federal agencies and other organizations. Cleaning, organizing, and enhancing the data for increased usability in secondary analysis, and sharing these data for free with researchers, policymakers, people in the arts and cultural field, and the general public. NADAC is one of over 15 topical archives housed by ICPSR. Here, ICPSR can be seen as the umbrella archive encompassing a broad spectrum of topical research areas. By utilizing ICPSR resources, NADAC offers a wide range of resources, including downloadable data, analysis tools, bibliography of related publications, and data resources for various audiences. These are the great benefits that NADAC's data users can take advantage of when exploring and using NADAC's data. Now that we have covered what NADAC and ICPSR are, we can proceed with the overview of the presentation. First, we will go over the recent data highlights on arts and cultural attendance and participation. And the areas of these activities we'll see today are art museum attendance, musical theater attendance, visits to places with historical value, such as national parks and monuments, and reading. As I describe these data findings for the aforementioned areas of arts and cultural activity, I will also share some relevant findings from some of the other data sources that were found in the media. The other sources of data came from entities such as the Broadway League Incorporated and the National Park Service. Then, when applicable, I will share the references to the NADAC and the NEA data and reports that I found in the media to demonstrate the prevalence of arts and cultural data in the media. In this presentation, the articles and reports in the media pointed to statistics from the Survey of Public Participation in the Arts and the American Town Youth Survey. Moving on, the first arts and cultural activity we'll cover is the art museum attendance. This data finding in the 2017 Survey of Public Participation in the Arts data collection show that the art museum attendance in the United States is currently on the rise. From 2012 to 2017, the SPPA data showed a 13% increase in the number of U.S. adults who visited art museums or galleries. Also, a nice number of 57.5 million people visited art museums or galleries in 2017. I was excited to see that the 2017 SPPA data findings have been referenced in the media. For instance, Arty, which is a platform for collecting and discovery art, and Art Journal, which is a subset of arts and cultural journalism, used statistics from the SPPA data in their article as they wrote about increasing art museum attendance, so that's pretty cool to see. Further, there were additional news from the other data sources that showed similar trends. For instance, in July of 2018, the Metropolitan Museum of Art reported a record attendance of the fiscal year 2018 with over 7.35 million visitors. Then Crane, New York business followed suit in January of 2019, when they suggested that the mass attendance had increased by 5% since the last fiscal year. Now, the next topic we will cover is musical theater attendance. According to the 2017 ICPSR data and the recent participation report from the National Endowment for the Arts, the musical plays attendance has been wholly steady. The ICPSR data shows that 16.5% of U.S. adults, or 40.2 million people, attended a musical play in 2017, which is up from 15.2% in 2012. As well, in the data table on the right side of the slide, it shows steady attendance of 17.1% of U.S. adults in 2002, with a small decline at 16.7% in 2008 and 15.2% in 2012. So we're definitely happy to see that it's heading back up to 16.5% in 2017. The Broadway League Incorporated has provided data that seem to show somewhat similar trend. Their 2018 attendance numbers indicated that their attendance is increasing each year. Specifically, according to the data table provided in the bottom right section of the slide, they reported that they had 14.37 million attendees in their Broadway shows in 2018, which is up significantly from 12.98 million attendees in 2015. It was interesting to see that another data source presented some data findings that, although did not exactly match the ICPSR data, it still shows similar trends. And now we'll move on to the findings on visits to places with historical value, such as national parks and monuments. The recent findings in the data seem to show that visits to places with historical value in the United States are still holding strong. Regarding visits to parks and monuments in villages or neighborhoods with more historical design value, the ICPSR data shown that in 2017, 28.3% of the U.S. adults, or 68.3 million people, participated in this activity. This is an increase of about 4.4% from the 2012 findings in the ICPSR. The National Park Service data collections have shown similar trends in the number of recreation visits in U.S. parks. Their data tables report that visits have been steadily increasing since 2012, with the highest number so far being 2016. Further, the year 2016 through 2018 has gained the highest amount of activity in national parks, with the year 2016 be at the top. Now the final topic we will cover today is reading. This is an interesting topic here, and you'll see in these two slides, right? Overall, there seems to be a decline in reading for American adults. According to the ICPSR data, in 2017, 52.7% of the U.S. adults, or 126.5 million people, read a book of any genre that were not required for work or school. And that is actually a decrease of 1.9% from 2012. In addition, the latest American Time Use Survey data findings show that in 2017, 19% of Americans aged 15 and older run for pleasure on any given day. However, in 2004, the figure was roughly 28%. The aggregate reading time among American readers also fell from an average of 23 minutes per person per day in 2004 to 17 minutes per person per day in 2017. On the other hand, the ICPSR findings are showing increases in poetry and play readings as of recent. Specifically, the ICPSR findings show that there is a 5% increase in poetry reading for U.S. adults from 2012 to 2017, and this is the first increase reported for poem reading in the history of the ICPSR. Moreover, there was a 0.8 increase in the reading of plays for U.S. adults from 2012 to 2017. In the realm of research and reading activity, these are quite interesting trends, and the NADAC team is looking forward to see the next round of related statistics. And you can see that there have been media revision related to the reading trends in Washington Post and the Book Riot use our ATRS data to report what they are seeing currently, the reading trend. And in conclusion, these are the overall trends we're seeing. The attendance in the art museums seem to grow steadily, and the attendance of musical plays also appear quite steady. Visits to places with historical value like national parks appear to be stable as they have been increasing in the few years, but we'll have to keep watch. And finally, regarding reading, the trend appears to be increasing for a few genres like poetry and plays, while the overall reading activity appears to be on its decline. So let's see what they look like in a few years. Please note that the NADAC data will be coming soon, as we're looking to acquire more data on arts and culture. Stay tuned for new data releases to get any possible updates on arts participation trend in the United States. Thank you for watching this presentation. Please visit the NADAC website at www.icpsr.umich.edu/NADAC. You may also send any question to icpsr-help@umich.edu. Thank you very much and have a great day.